Yo, what's going on? This is my pole day workout. Starting off, of course, with weighted pull-ups, as I said before. Right now I'm repping 35s for, I think it was about 7 reps, which is above average for me. I'm not gonna lie, it's above average. I took pre-workout today for the first time, so maybe that helped, maybe it didn't. I'm not really sure. But either way, yeah. So we hit up to 7 reps, and this gives me a sense of confidence. So I go up to 45 extra pounds for the first time ever, and I hit 3 reps. I was shocked when I did this, but but this is what I was saying with not knowing my maxes. So I'm really happy I did that. And then after I dropped down to 25 pounds, but this bar is really fat. I don't know if you can tell, and I got big hands, but it's a fat bar, so I was overhand gripping it, which is better for my back. But that's what I did for my. This was more of like an upper back focused pull up and lat, definitely lat focused. But I did a weighted set of those, and then I go into just body weight of them. We're really doing a lot of pull ups, hitting those lats hard. This is considered a vertical pull for me, so I'm really trying to get all I can out of it. And after this set, I mean, I knew I was basically done, but I still decided to do a few underhand chin-ups. I guess, yeah, they're called chin-ups. Um, I like doing these because they give me a decent bicep pump and they work my lower lats, which I'm trying to increase. But as you see there, I could barely even hold on because the bar's so thick. But that was my pull-up sets, and then I go into a high row. Sometimes I'd go right into a lat pullover, but today I decided I'm gonna try giving my lats a rest in between exercises, so it's not like bang, bang, bang. It's just bang, rest, bang. So I tried this today, and I really liked it. I went heavier with pull downs, as you'll see. But sorry, I start off with 115 here, and honestly, I was shocked at how easy I was moving this. I mean, I used to only do an extra 45 pounds on this like a few months ago. But after that, I moved up to or no, not 305, sorry, 135, and I mean, it felt good. My form looks good. I'm really focusing on protracting my shoulder blades and then retracting and squeezing at the top. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you should probably look it up because it's a kind of great way to gauge how to really engage your back muscles in rows, which I used to struggle with. And then my last set, I go wide grip, but only 90 pounds. I keep thinking of like bench vocabulary, sorry. But yeah, so I go wide with 90 extra pounds, really just focusing on squeezing the rear delts and the shoulder blades together. Overall, pretty good sets. I was happy. It was like snowstorming out. If you can't see in the background, it looks like I'm like The Walking Dead or something. But this was my favorite machine, so I didn't really have a choice but to go outside, and there's a lot of people. And then after this, I go right into pullovers. I started with 120 because this is normally what I'm doing for about 8 reps, 7 reps. But today, I mean, everything just felt easier. It felt great. I really think it might have been the pre-workout. I don't really know. So I pulled this over. I'm not sure exactly how many reps. I think I do around 10 is my guess. But after I saw this, I realized I need to up this weight. So, oh, also, I started recording my exercises, my sets, and my weights in a little notebook I found. So I started writing all this stuff down today. I think it'll really help me when I'm trying to see my progress over time. And then here I upped it up to 140 in doing pullovers. It's starting to kind of pull me towards the machine, which is kind of a reason I haven't really gone heavy on pullovers, because I don't really feel much of a difference, and I keep needing to readjust my legs so they're not like moving towards the machine, which you can see. So I think this was around 7, 8 reps. Pretty good set. I mean, these are all good sets. I mean, you can see my struggle. I mean, all of these are really, really close to failure. I mean, ooh, that was a great last set, or rep. And then finally, I go into heavy 150s. I mean, I'm on my tippy toes at the top. I'm squeezing everything. I'm really trying to keep straight arms, but I don't think my form doesn't waver. My form stays solid, which means that that was a solid weight for me to do. And then finally, I know this is a lot of pullovers. I want bigger lats, I'm not gonna lie. But I dropped down to just 100, and I was moving it. It was tricky. I mean, only 100s, and I was really done. I think I only got to like 6 reps, which is pretty crazy given I was doing 150s. But I mean, that's how you know you really hit your muscles well, when they're not performing as they should, or did before. At this point, I went into my bicep exercises. Again, this is my favorite. I do this every single time. First, also, I don't really switch it up with other exercises. No dilly-dallying, because this one's easy to progressively overload, and it's just all the load is on your biceps. The hanging, when you lean back like this, if you're cheating doing this, you will know, because your elbows will be flaring, and when you're doing them correctly, you're going to be fully isolating just your biceps. So I've gone up to 35s on these for 6 reps, which is really good given I used to only be able to do 20s for 6 reps. But then after, I don't do drop sets, but I do drop the weight after every set because my biceps do fatigue relatively fast. I don't know if that's everybody, but it's me at least. So I dropped down to 30s for my second set, and I still hit around 6 reps, so that's how I know it was okay for me to drop, because I was still hitting around the same reps. After this, I dropped down to 25s actually, because I don't like going super heavy on biceps the whole time. They're not that big of a muscle, which I will talk about a little bit more in the next exercise. But between these, I was hitting some forearms. If you see the dumbbell on the left, I'd like lean over and do the wrist extension things. I mean, they're good, but most of my stimulus for my forearms come from calisthenics stuff like handstands. Surprising or not, if you do handstands, you will have shredded forearms. I mean, I would honestly suggest that to people if they want stronger fingers, stronger hands, stronger wrists, stronger forearms, stronger traps. You gotta hold up your body all that time. And then after this, I go into Polynesian. I'm sorry, I don't know what country it came from or what the nationality is. I forgot the name. But it's just an isolation exercise. I'm only gonna film, or I only filmed 2 sets of these because it's kind of boring. In this first set, the camera was, as you see, I was out of the camera, so I just decided to cut that one short and then just skip right to the next. In between these, I was also doing forearms again. I did the thing where you kind of underhand grip the bar behind you, and then you let the bar roll down to your fingertips, and then you squeeze your hands together to make it go up in your palms, which is really good for your under forearms. So I was doing those in between this. After this, I decided to go do some quick posing, even though I was supposed to go home. The roads were horrible. It was like a snowstorm today. I don't even know how. But I mean, the fastest I went home was 35, and normally I go 60. So yeah, it was pretty bad. But I was already at the gym. I didn't want to cut the workout short. I was so close. Mom was like, "Come home." I was like, "I'm gonna just finish." And then after this, I go into posing. I'm just a little bit of stuffing my shirt on real quick. Again, I didn't pose for long, only probably a few minutes. So yeah, looking pretty good. I look caked up for some reason. I did during pull-ups too. I meant to say something, but I didn't. Here, shirtless. I mean, my lats look like they're non-existent right now. I don't know why. You'll see them in a sec. But, I mean, biceps looking good. The rest, back, it does look good though. That's a nice pose right there. Looking good, nice and 3D shoulders. Yeah, randomly standing there, looking good. I'm not David Lee. I don't know why I'm doing that.